What's cracking, my homies? This is CC Television. I'm Diatomic, and I'm bringing you guys some Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay. It is a free-for-all on the map Stadium, which I have not played in a while. But this is Seriously Bro Episode 2, and I'm going to give a quick rundown of the gameplay and a little bit of an update. I just haven't been playing COD that much lately. That's why you guys haven't been seeing much content. I've just been losing my interest. I've been doing other stuff, and lately I've just been out and about, like with friends, way more often. My social life has like kind of gone like crazy lately, but so yeah, I haven't really been playing COD that much. But yeah, I have Portal playthrough coming up soon, and I'm gonna be doing an open lobby tomorrow. And that's going to be awesome, man. I'm going to be posting a highlights video on this channel, so subscribe if you want to see that. It's going to be an urban open lobby. It's going to be a great time. You guys should definitely come. But yeah, I'm running the kill streaks 348, and that is spy plane, counter spy plane, and Blackbird. Really solid setup. Radar kill streaks are always a really safe bet, and I'm a big fan of them. Blackbird in particular is just a fantastic kill streak. And counter spy plane, man, doesn't get enough credit. I'm telling you, that thing is awesome. Hold on, I need a sip of water. Kind of losing my voice. I got a bit of a cold, but I should make it through this commentary for you guys, hopefully. But got my Blackbird there. Okay, so Seriously Bro Episode 2. So the first one got really good feedback, and it's pretty easy for me to do commentary about this stuff, considering I can relate to it, and I think a lot of other people can too. But Seriously Bro Episode 2. So I've got a bunch of topics this time. The first one is stopping in the middle of halls, okay? Now, high school is all about the social cliques, blah-de-blah, talking with your friends. And, you know, when I'm going to have, a social conversation with one of my friends, I think, where should we have this? You know what? Let's go to an extremely high-trafficked area, and let's just block people from going where they need to go. That's like, you know, we don't even need to be talking. We can just stand there and, like, be in the way. Like, gosh, freshmen. Freshmen do this a lot. They don't really have a concept of, like, people around them. And, like, I'm not really saying that freshmen are bad, but generally speaking, they do it more. And seniors do it some, too, just because they don't care, which I guess I'll do that when I'm a senior, too. But, it's like, yeah, you know, every school has that hallway that is always jam-packed, okay? For us, it's, the nickname for that hall is Stoner Hall. And there's always this one spot where there is just masses of people trying to go places. And the hall is just jam-packed, and it's always because people are standing there. They're, like, standing in the way. They're just kind of there. They're, like, talking, or, like, you're, like, walking down the hall, and people see each other, and they just, like, stop in the dead middle of the hall. And then it's like, what do you do? And you know, it's like they're blocking the only way through. I don't know, it's like, it's so annoying. It's like, the middle of the hall is not the best place to have a conversation. Anyways, next one, exaggerators, okay? People will, like, exaggerate things to make it sound cooler, and you can never, like, you can sort of tell when people are exaggerating, like, because you know, it's kind of like BS. Like, yeah, I shot like a rhinoceros the other day. This is so crazy. I shot an M60. Got a Barrett 50 cal in my backpack. So cool. Like, I don't know. People exaggerating, and then they never want to admit it. Perfect segue, okay? People, there's always like that person. I have stories about this. There's always that person that like has to have the coolest story, and it's like no matter what you say, they have got a story to top you, okay? Now, I used to live in the suburbs, and I had a neighbor named Tom, and he was really, he did this all the time, and that was really lucky. That dude like walked straight in front of me, get knifed, but he would do this all the time, and we were young enough at the time, and he was like in middle school, and we were like in elementary, and he was like the cool kid on the block, you know, and he would tell us most ridiculous stories. So he came from Texas, and one time, I'm kidding, I am not kidding here, okay? He's like, we were telling him about something, and I don't remember, and he's like, he always had to top us. He always had to have something better, and so he was like, yeah, when I was in Texas, the spiders were so big that I had to wrestle one time. And we're like, no, dude, no, you didn't. It's a spider. And he was stood by it. He would not admit that it was wrong. And that's the worst part. They never admit that it's wrong. And we've brought it up like years later, and he still stands by it. And it's like I wrestled, like the spider was as big as me, and I had to wrestle it. I was like, dude, no, no, you did not. I'm not exaggerating either. He actually was telling us that, and he was trying to make us believe it. I was like, dude. No, you don't. I was young enough. I was young then. Like, young enough that you would believe some stupid stuff sometimes. And panic knife, I hate that. And ghost, panic knifer. You bad, bro. You bad. And that was just annoying when people would do that. Like, they wouldn't admit that they were wrong either. Real life trolls right there. Next one, people blocking doorways. Very similar to blocking halls. Like, you're going to have a social conversation. Let's go in a doorway. Like, especially in front of a classroom when people need to get into their class and people are just talking in front of the doorway and they have no idea. And then people start crowding, like, around the door trying to get in. And then that starts blocking the hall. And it's just like, because of one person is negligent and totally unobservant. Socially not there. Next one. People with bad hygiene that talk close to you, okay? Now, okay, they should be able to tell by your, like, kung fu karate stance, like, you're leaning, like, way away from them, like, yeah, bro, like, you know, yeah, that's really cool. Let me just, like, take 5 steps away from you so that you don't have to breathe your acid breath on me. Goodness. And those are the kind of people that always want to tell you secrets, too, right? And it's like, shout out to you, Megan, because you just sent me a message on Facebook. And they have no concept, and you're like in this karate stance, like doing the limbo, and they're like they get closer to you. You know what I mean? Like they always want to tell you secrets. They always want to tell you stuff, and you're like doing whatever you can to try and avoid them. Oh gosh, and they have like absolutely no idea that they're doing it either. Yeah, that is always the worst. And they have like terrible teeth, terrible breath, and they're just like hygiene is really bad. Another thing that bothers me, and this is something that can bother everyone, I'm sure, people that like chew with their mouth open or like talk while they're eating, okay? I don't know what it is about the area that I live in, but people are like animals when it comes to food. They will put down food faster than I thought possible. I don't like eating at school. Like it's pretty rare that I'll eat lunch at school because I just don't like it. I think it's awkward and I don't like doing it. And jeez, people put down food like there is no tomorrow, and I don't know how they do it. I really don't. But then they're like trying to talk to you, and they're like trying to eat at the same time, and then it's like they're like spraying this food attack of evil bad at you, and it's the worst when you get hit in the face by something. Oh my goodness, I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and that really gets to me. But anyway, Seriously Bro episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you did, and I will do another one. Anyways, until next time, peace out, Girl Scout.